Malham Cove, 3.3 kilometers long, average is 6%, max is 20%, and if you're like me, you're in miles, it's 2 miles long. 2 miles long, it's been near that. First half looks very steep, second half looks a doddle. Gotta get there though first. Hard work, up the...
Today's effort up Malham Cove was during the Struggle Dales 200k Sportive, which was an extremely windy day, and we felt the full brunt of Mother Nature that day.
There'll be some kind of event going on here with how many people there are.
There actually was no event going on, just Malham Cove is such a popular place, and as walkers aren't affected as much as the cyclists are by the wind, they weren't bothered by it. They just loved the fact it was a nice clear sunny day and they were going to go out and enjoy a walk around Malham Cove.
Grading's not too bad at the moment, it's only like 2-3%. I'm sure it's going to kick up soon.
The first 2/3 of a mile average 6%, but once we get past these trees and houses, that's when we'll start moving into the double-digit gradients and it will start becoming a much tougher climb.
Here's the sign from the Struggle Dales. They're saying it's 1.3 miles long. From here, average is 9%, max 18. The numbers I gave you originally, they are the 100 climbs, Simon Warren numbers.
For the next quarter of a mile, the gradient averages up to 11%, so it's got more difficult, but we're not at the most difficult part of this climb yet. That comes when we turn right. But for the time being, just start to look around and enjoy these views. This is my favourite climb I've done in Yorkshire so far.
Gradient's kicked up into double digits now. It's stunning around here. That is absolutely stunning. I can understand why it's so busy around here with walkers.
Malham Cove is to your right over there, and as the area is looked after by the National Trust, it's no surprise it's absolutely gorgeous.
That house over there to the left of me, not a bad place to live and have this as your back garden. Tons and tons of dry stone wall everywhere. This is sort of around Katie Kookaburra would love. She loves a dry stone wall in the Dales.
We're now turning onto the steepest section of Malham Cove, where the next third of a mile averages nearly 15%, and it feels like it drags on for a while.
42 here, this has gone back into double digits. 10% here. Nice having the wind push you up with that for a change.
Especially as the previous 40-45 miles was just pure headwind and it was brutal. It must have been 25, maybe going on 30 miles per hour at times, just pushing you backwards. It was horrible.
Still like 13%. Right, it flattens out a little bit here. Knocks around to the next lift then. Just kick up again.
The wind's making the audio not great here, but what I've said there is that the road's about to kick up again as we bend left just here. I don't know why the gradient is currently saying it's -7, because it's not.
Back in the 42.
I have a serious granny gear of an 1142. What's your gearing? Let us know in the comments.
Just clock 14%. Right, it's saying 18-20% now.
And it feels like it stays between 18 and low 20 gradient for a very long time here, and it drags, and my legs really felt it, especially when we take the next big right bend. It really just drags and drags and drags and drags.
Still 15% here. This is punchy. This is a right struggle. I'm halfway through the mile, which the struggle say it is. But the 100 climbs, still 1.5 left, 2.2 kilometres.
A little bit of respite now, but this next right bend, which I was on about a minute ago, this is where it really kicks up, and it's definitely the hardest section of this climb. You see there that there's a car goes by. Unfortunately, because of how popular this area is, you do see quite a lot of cars on this road, which is a real shame. But equally, I get the impression from my experience that a lot of the car users around here kind of expect cyclists to be here, and they are very accommodating and do wait for you. So it wasn't too bad despite the amount of traffic we see.
Flattened out a little bit here. Right, kick up again around that right bending edge ahead. Back into double digits. Still 15%.
With this climb about to go into 20%, I was very grateful for the very strong push I am currently getting from the wind, pushing me up this climb. My legs were very grateful for it.
Oh. Oh, it's hard work this. It's hard work.
Random one, but was it just my grandparents who used to say if the cows were sitting down, that means it's about to rain? So I remember going past here and seeing all the cows to the left sat down and thinking, that means it's going to start raining. Is that just me, or was that a myth which all our grandparents used to tell us?
Jesus Christ. Still 20% now. Oh. Hard work. Thanks, mate. Right, the gradients. Eased off there. Back into single digits.
We're now not too far away from the much easier section towards the second half of this climb. It's just been really slow progress getting to that point, where the last 3/4 of a mile averaged 2.5%. So it gives you an actual chance to start taking your time, looking around and enjoying yourself instead of suffering up the steep sections.
That view behind is awesome. View behind. There's a mile left to Simon Warren's segment area, but I think we're almost at the top of what the struggle Dales say it is. Not bad, is it? Right, we're into the last kilometre. Got to work out if the wind's pushing me forward and pulling me back. It's only gentle, but your head starting to rain now. Not ideal.
I told you, the cows sit down, it starts raining. I'm sure it's not a myth, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Last 200 metres. Nearly there. Over this cattle grid. Malham Cove, done.
And now it's time to rate it and see where it comes on the climbed and rated league table. Difficulty. Malham Cove has difficult parts that aren't too long and has longer periods which are easier, where you can comfortably spin the pedals without too much force. 3 out of 5. Scenery. Like most climbs in an area looked after by the National Trust, it's stunning and scenic. 5 out of 5. Ride environment. As I mentioned in the video, there is a fair amount of traffic on the road and it can be narrow at points if you meet a car, but the vast majority of drivers around here are understanding. And on the plus side, the road surface was good. 3 out of 5. Satisfaction. An iconic Yorkshire climb which your cycling buddies will want to join you next time you take it on. 3.5 out of 5. That gives Malham Cove a score of 14.5 out of 20 and goes into 16th place on the climbed and rated league table. The Cowlid remains top of the table. Do you agree with my score for Malham Cove? Let me know in the comments. If you are enjoying these videos, please support the channel by liking the video and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to bring more cycling climbing content to you. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Up another climb on 2 wheels.